We talking HoopDaddy show, HoopDaddy show, HoopDaddy show. Welcome to the HoopDaddy show. Here we go. Welcome to the HoopDaddy show. Welcome to the show. HoopDaddy.
HoopDaddy show is the HoopDaddy show.
Hey. Cheers, bro.
Cheers, bro. Happy birthday.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Happy belated.
Yeah, man. Old AF now.
Old man.
I'm an old head. I'm gonna start going to the court. Oh, let me show you this thing, young blood. Let me show you this. How you got back in my day. You get the two-step, and then you turn around and hit the jumper.
Dude, that actually.
And then their jumpers like this.
Did you see the undisputed the barbershop talk with Jay-Z and LeBron? And LeBron's like, I've played now against the junior and the senior, and then Jay-Z's like. Jay-Z's like, you go up to them and you're like, yeah, I busted your dad's ass too. I gave this to your dad too. And he's like, because LeBron literally has been playing against Gary Trent Jr. And then Gary Trent Sr. as well. He played against, and then also also another player, Kenyon Martin Sr. and the Junior.
Dude, that's funny.
And Jay-Z's like.
Could you imagine the shit talk, dude?
You're
You'd
right.
like, you just like, I balled out on your dad too.
Straight up, dude. That's so funny.
That's
like when that's how you know you're old man on the court. Like, come on, young blood.
Yeah, that's right.
I gave this to your daddy too.
That's so funny.
Long. So that's what you can say to the kids.
You better ask
out
your
there
dad
now.
about this move. How you gonna stop this one?
What, he didn't teach you about this one? He should have known to teach you after he got chopped up.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Man, they should. I wish they could have him like mic'd up like that. That'd be so funny.
I know. Well, no, but I don't think that wasn't LeBron saying that. It was just Jay-Z like
right.
joking. But he was saying like, if I get to the third,
right,
come on now.
That's so funny.
Well, he might get to play with his own son too, which would be freaking crazy.
Yeah, I saw there's Dev in the lab posted some clips of LeBron, and it was him playing defense in the last series.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he's like, this Dev in the lab's like, I've seen this guy lock up some guys, and then look at what this guy's doing, and it's like everyone just blowing by him. But I'm pretty sure his injury was probably nagging
the
quite
ankle.
a bit.
Yeah, it's tough.
Can't move, and he's getting old.
I was gonna talk. Did you hear about his number change announcement?
LeBron?
He's gonna change to number 6 for next season.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Maybe he thinks it's gonna help him get back to the championship.
Oh, right.
I don't know, but that's what he had in Miami.
Has he won all his championships with 6? No, he's had 23 and 6.
Yeah, 23. He had 23 back
last year.
when he went back to the Cavs and last year.
Right.
But he was 6 in Miami when he won the 2 there. So
it's so weird. I don't really like that.
Announced today that he's changing his jersey to 6 per every
he's got to channel
NBA news source. Yeah.
He's got to channel the Devil's number to get back his juice. He's got to make a deal with the Devil. Yeah. Get the championships
deal with the Devil,
back.
Yeah. I don't know.
How many championships does he have?
4.
He has 4.
1 with Cleveland, 1 with LA, 2 with Miami.
Wow, he only has 4.
Only 4, bro.
Well, I'm just thinking
for the amount of times he's been in the finals.
But also like maybe
10 years in a row almost.
Maybe he's trying to catch Jordan with the number 6, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
but then
of course it's a tough one, dude, that one and everyone's been saying that lately, like, you know, LeBron's been doing what he does, like, you know, being an incredible athlete, like always being so consistent, and then now he's like out of the playoffs, and people are just like talking like shit about him and being like, you know, he's old, he's not washed up, blah, blah, blah. Jordan, he's not this, he's not. It's like, dude, LeBron's set his own legacy, like he's goated, he's like Hall of Famer, he's all of it, right? And like, yeah. So whether he gets to 6 or not, I don't know. I'm sure he's not chasing that. I mean, obviously that's like something, but other players have more than that too. Yeah,
no, it's true. You know, he's already got his own legacy for sure. No doubt.
Yeah.
I was thinking too with the trash talk and like stuff like that. In MLB, there's this guy named Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
He's like a pitcher, and he's pretty. He's trying to change, like he's trying to make baseball more entertaining to watch and change the Like there's like all these unwritten rules in baseball, right? That are like
sure.
you can't do this, you can't like pimp a homer, you can't flip your bat, you can't blah blah blah. So he's trying to like be like, nah, just play, like let's make the game exciting.
Like you can, but it's like disrespectful, as you're
right
saying,
in the old rules, the unwritten rules. Like you don't do this, you don't swing on a 3-0 count if you're up by like 10 runs or whatever.
Right.
But he's in like baseball is like the viewership has gone down a lot, and it's not as entertaining to watch anymore, right? Like
because no one's juicing, no one's.
Yeah, exactly. There's no excitement. There's no like shit talk. There's nothing, right?
I've seen a couple of fights there are a couple of brawls this year.
I mean, there always is, but overall the ratings are down. So he started his own YouTube channel where he vlogs like what he does, and he talks about things.
Right.
And I was thinking how entertaining it is to watch the street ball videos, and where guys are talking shit and they're mic'd up, whatever, between Mac, Nick Briz, and Friga and everyone.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, man, wouldn't it be sick if someone like LeBron hired a team of creators to do a YouTube channel for LeBron and behind the scenes, and then they had, and then they had like LeBron mic himself up like every game, and then just clip together like just LeBron like talking shit or what goes on like in the game, the way that we get to see the street ballers talk shit. And that to me, that would be so exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be amazing?
May I speak now?
No. Go ahead. Sorry. I didn't mean to be.
No, just kidding. Well, yeah. No, I agree. And they do mic up players often, but like not like they're not miking up LeBron every single time.
And it's through the league though.
Yeah,
it's through the league.
It's through the league.
Yeah.
But I will say this: LeBron's not, doing a YouTube channel. Like they are filming everything, and it's gonna be like a documentary series like Michael Jordan, right. I'm sure they're filming everything. They've got all the footage, all the behind the scenes that we've never seen, that we will see in 10, 20 years.
Fair enough.
When they release the movie, the documentary series, docu-series, whatever, that will be epic and will have a lot of that behind the scenes stuff that we're not privy to right now. But yeah, I agree, it's entertaining, but YouTube, he's not. Yeah, like he's
already got enough.
I think
revenue in
revenue, and then also I think he's already got enough shit to deal with. It like the more words you put out there is like the more the media can twist it or do something. Like.
But I disagree,
especially as an NBA player, like
because what's changed with that medium is that you're connecting directly with the fans. So say there's a story that like there's this kind of controversy.
Yeah, you just put out your own narrative.
You just put out a video, be like, no, that's what happened. I got the guy right here. There's no beef. We're all good. And you put out like a 5-minute video, and it gets like 1 million views. And then all the ESPN people have to, whatever. Like it's totally, and it's changing a lot in the MLB with that too.
It's a good point.
But what I think would be more exciting, because I know that they mic up like every once in a while, and every league does it. But then they edit the clips down to be so
PG and
specific to their brand, the NBA brand, where if you have LeBron doing it, he can put out his own whatever he feels comfortable with, right?
For sure.
And so sometimes you want to see the smoke.
No, of course.
Of
course.
And you want to see the down and the nasty, the dirty stuff, where he's talking shit to like about his dad. Gary Kendrick's dad.
He's like, I want you to shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That would be so hype if we saw that actually mic'd up, Yeah. But I guess he's got to play basketball, and that's got to be his focus. It's not really. Of course. But he could hire a team and not have to worry about it and let them. But I guess it's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of work.
Could do.
It just would be exciting.
I was gonna say there was a funny clip of like I don't know if it was like just this week in football or it was like top mic'd up moments in football or something, but every guy who was like mic'd up in football, he's like going around he's like, yo, I'm hot, I'm mic'd up, I'm mic'd up. Like, don't act normal. He's like, don't act like how you usually act around me. Like, don't be saying anything crazy, like always that, or like you always have to like sort of tell people, otherwise they're gonna drop some
crazy shit. And,
hey,
I'm mic'd. Everyone, I'm hot.
they try and like mess with people and like get them to say something, and they're like, no, you're mic'd up or whatever. It was a funny clip.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so there's some fun moments, but yeah. It's you always want to have like an inside look on all these people who are in the limelight, and YouTube does allow for that, and like we've talked about before, like there are lots of as of late especially lots more players putting themselves out there on YouTube spreading their own narrative and showing what it's really like behind the scenes, and especially the bubble was entertaining. But
and you got like Matisse Thybulle doing his own vlogs and stuff, and it's just I just enjoy it because I hate that the media can spin their own narrative and be in cahoots with the league and GMs and stuff, and they're always saying like players need to like shut up and play and all this stuff, when I'm like, that's just not the reality,
right.
And it's so much more complex than that, and players can really take back their narrative and be like, no, it's like not the way it is.
100%.
The truth will come out. Yep. The truth will set you free. But
Kendrick, dude, I need to listen to more Kendrick.
No, that's Pharrell.
Oh, that's true.
First.
True. Made me think of Kendrick.
Yeah.
But that was from our show.
From back in the day.
Yo, dude, I'm hype on the Phoenix Suns, dude. I think I'm a Phoenix Suns fan now. I'm jumping on the train, baby.
Let's talk about the games.
Dude, the Phoenix Suns, honestly, if CP3 could win a championship, that would be like awesome. And I saw this dumb TikTok the other day that's probably BS, but this guy's like, I made an algorithm to figure out exactly who's going to win the NBA finals. And this algorithm, it's predicted the 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, like all the things, like based on his algorithm or whatever. It shows who would have won that year and who did win. Of course he can be showing anything he wants on TikTok. Yeah. But then he's like, and this year the winners will be the Phoenix Suns. And I'm like, I kind of got hyped. I was like, if that's true, like, oh, that would be awesome. They won game 1 of this next series, so
yeah. Well, what does the algorithm do?
It's just basically the algorithm is set up with all the pieces you need to have a championship team or something based on whatever. It literally could be all BS. It's just like
he goes back in time and changes everything. So
who knows what he did? But
I'm just trying to see.
It was just fun to like think about it.
No, that I think they could. I still think the Nets will probably win. But okay, here we go.
If they stay healthy.
But I could see. I think it's gonna be probably the Suns and Brooklyn in there, dude. But
that would be great.
You know who I was watching last night, who is nice with it? Joel Embiid. Dude, that guy.
When he can put up a little shot in the mid-range, like, there's no stopping him.
That guy looks so smooth for being so big.
Right.
Like, he looks like a PG out there. And I'm not talking Paul George.
Talking about
point guard.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about point guard, but no, he's smooth with it. He is smooth. Yeah.
He is so nice with it. I was like watching him. I was like, man, this guy is so athletic and so
he's special for sure.
And he was pretty upset. I feel like he was balling out yesterday because he was like, you know what, dude, I should have got MVP.
I didn't get MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's nice with it, dude. I like him a lot.
Yeah. No,
made me a big fan watching him play last night. Yeah, he was balling out.
It's hard to stop him when he gets going and when he figures out what he needs to do against the team and that's what, like, I was listening to an NBA on TNT, the halftime.
Yeah.
And Charles Barkley was like, he's not the most important player of this series because he's going to do what he's going to do. Like, he's undeniable. He's going to get his 30, 40 points no matter what.
40 piece last night. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that. It's up to everyone else who's going to, like, do what they need to do to get them past the Hawks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and they did change up their defense and everything, and it worked better for them last night. That's why they won. But was that last night?
Yeah.
And so we'll just have to see what happens if they continue to be successful and lock up Trae Young.
Yeah, I like that series a lot. It's a fun series to watch.
Yeah.
Brooklyn looks like they're a lock to bust Milwaukee here.
That's like
yikes,
embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. That's
and I think,
tough for Giannis, dude.
I think Phoenix is gonna get it done. I don't. What do you think about Utah Clippers?
Well, Donovan Mitchell is playing on another level. If he can continue, and if that whole team can just, they're the top team in the league, basically, right? So if they just keep doing what they've been doing all season long, it's hard to deny them that.
But
Paul George was not was playoff P like the other night.
Yeah,
Was it last night?
I cannot stand Paul George, man.
And he,
I mean, if I saw him in person, I'd probably be nice to him.
he was like 4 for 17 or something.
Yeah.
And so when he's playing, it was something like he had 20 points or something, and Kawhi had 20 points, and Donovan Mitchell had 43 points, more than both of them combined. Like, if that's gonna be, then they have no chance. They need to be like at the top of their game. Paul George and Kawhi. Kawhi's gonna do what he does, but
I think Kawhi's gonna have to take over the series.
Yeah,
like he did in the Game 7.
Absolutely.
He's just like, I'm not going home, and just balled out for like 45 points.
It's only game 1, right? Like anything can happen, but
I don't know, man. I'm just
Clippers. Everyone's got like all this faith in the Clippers. Like everyone's saying, what I've been hearing a lot is like the Clippers are the only team that have the clientele, that have the right people to beat the Nets. That's what a lot of people have said. Is like they're the only ones who have the right matchups to beat the Nets. But
I mean, who cares? They gotta get
if they can't get past the other teams, then it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, Denver. I don't think they without Jamal Murray, they don't have that X factor. And so,
still, I mean, they're doing good still.
Yeah, no, they're doing good. MPJ's stepping up big time.
I still think like the Clippers are just, I don't know, man. I don't think you can win with PG. He's so underwhelming. He's been so underwhelming for so long, right? And people are like,
just waiting, yeah.
Well, he's like, he's trying to create this narrative like he's like an all-star, blah blah blah. He's a really good player. He's got all these skills, but it's become less of an outlier when he underperforms, more of the norm, because it's been happening so much.
For sure.
So now it's come to, that's just what I expect from him.
Right.
So I have no, and because I
look at low expectations.
Well, you look at the evidence, right? The evidence is showing like he's been pandemic P more often than.
Except for the end of last series, though. You got to give it to him. He was playing well.
We're like one game.
Yeah.
And then Kawhi had to pop off. But I think it's going to be Kawhi is going to be he's going to have to be like, going to turn down the fun guy.
Well, he's just going to go off like he did with the Raptors, right? Like he just carried that team to where, they were so close in previous seasons. And then when he came in, he just became the finisher. Like they did not have a fourth quarter in them before him. And then when they got there, he was able to take over that fourth quarter every game and get them where they needed to go. And so if he can do that, then for sure. But Phoenix seems very determined and very much in a nice rhythm. Like CP3, Booker, DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's playing like great basketball. So and they've got a good supporting cast. So I mean, I'm excited to see that unfold. But I mean, I'm just excited because this is a different year than the last like 10 years. In
what way?
You don't have LeBron or Curry or the Miami Heat or the Spurs or Golden State or Lakers in the finals. Like,
right.
Every year for the past 10 years, either the Lakers, the Warriors, Miami, and Spurs have been in the finals.
And none of them are going to be in the finals.
And none of them are in it this year. So it's fun because like 4 of these teams or 5 have never won a championship, period.
Right.
And the other ones, it's been like 20 plus years. So
right.
It's exciting. It's exciting. For whoever wins, it's going to be great for the franchise and great for basketball.
For the league, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. I think it's going to be Phoenix, Brooklyn in the finals.
I'd be down, dude.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's my call.
I'd be down.
But I mean, I don't know. Philly could get in there too. But I think I'm gonna say
Brooklyn,
right now,
dude, they're just undeniable if they stay healthy. I'm telling you, if they stay healthy.
Even if they don't. Even if one star goes down, they still got 2 more.
Well, James Harden's already like almost out. Anything happens to KD or
If they need 2 out of their 3.
Yeah, for sure.
But KD is playing.
Blake Griffin, dude.
KD is playing so good. He is actually insane at basketball.
Just automatic, bro.
And he is like just dicing up Giannis.
Which,
which isn't an easy match.
Crossovers, dude.
Yeah, which is not an easy matchup.
Those crossovers.
He's making like one of the best defenders look just like trash.
Like it's like street ball pickup
Yeah,
with
dude,
some
like,
scrubs.
some scrubs, dude. And it's Giannis. Like
Bruh.
it's crazy. So
Bruh.
really excited watching that. And I kind of want Steve Nash to get a ring. I'd be excited because he never got one as a player.
It's fair.
I'd be excited to see a Canadian kid get the ring, you know?
Yeah.
Finally.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It's amazing that that coaching staff, because I keep thinking about, because he actually has Mike D'Antoni, who was the coach of Houston for a long time, and and was his coach back in the day,
and was coach in New York,
and now he's like an assistant coach for Steve Nash. Like he kind of like took a back seat, which is crazy because he was like head coach for so long, and he's like, no, this is something special, like. Yeah, and like Steve brought him on, and he's got like Amari Stoudemire and all these guys as like assistant coaches. I'm like, okay, this is next level. Yeah, next level coaching.
I think too, but I think he kind of had to take a backseat because he was head coach for a while, and he kind of didn't do very well. He had like his last 3 coaching jobs were kind of.
He was always like just pushing the limits of what the NBA can be, and I think actually he was responsible for a lot of the shifts in the NBA for like smaller guards, because it basically started then when they realized that like a small fast guy like Steve Nash could be like a 2-time MVP. Yeah. Then the league was like, okay, small ball is a thing that can be successful. He took it to like the extremes, like because like you have to sort of change things, and then that's when Steph Curry, like James Harden, all those kind of players started to succeed in different ways. And so he was definitely like an originator, someone going out and just trying it, but never got to that ultimate level.
I mean, they almost got there, but he definitely changed I think it was the Suns. They started running that small ball, and then they were really running pick and roll, but also like tough defense turned into transition points. Right. Like they would run, like just run it. Like it wasn't like there was no half court sets. It was all like transition offense, which really
just
changed
like
the game.
Fast
pace. And I think that's why like Jeremy Lin did well at the Knicks. Right. And then
so D'Antoni was there when he was there?
Yeah, he put him in because all the guards got injured. But then Lin was like pretty good at executing that type of offense. That pick and roll with Chandler, I think, was their big. And he was kind of like a poor man's Asian Steve Nash. And then they went to Houston, and he tried to, because he kind of brings the same principles, right? But then James Harden isn't really as much of that kind of player. He's more of a one-on-one, like dribble, ISO kind of offense. Yeah, ISO. And then it didn't work out well in New York with Carmelo and D'Antoni as well, because again he's more of that half set, one-on-one, get your jumper, like whatever kind of look, which is not
just what he's doing in Portland right now.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
What do you mean? Well, no, of course
they're out of the playoffs.
And Terry Stotts got fired, dude. The coach.
Yeah.
Who was like the only coach that Damian Lillard has ever had.
Right.
Which is crazy to me.
And then did you see what Lillard said? But he's like, I want Jason Kidd as the next guy.
Right, but then Kidd took himself out of the running.
he's like, I appreciate that, but not me.
Right. He hasn't had much success as a head coach either. Mm-hmm. But I
don't think Lillard's gonna stay in Portland.
I saw rumors of him going to like the Clippers.
I think he's out
because he's LA. He's from LA.
Yeah, I think he's done with Portland. He gave him their time, and
that's tough, dude. That's tough. I mean, they got to make some big moves, or he's out.
It's just so hard to keep him in a small market. You have to like overpay players to stay there, and then that hurts your team in the long run. Right. Because no one wants to go there. So, what are you supposed to do, man? Yeah.
He deserves it. Like, he deserves it big time. He's just like such an elite player.
That game that went to 2 overtimes was insane.
That was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone was going to Twitter like, this is... Yeah. What did KD say? He's like, this is like spiritual.
Yeah,
at this point. He's like...
KD's so funny, dude. He's so
savage,
funny.
Dude.
I saw him... Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I saw he got an interview after the last game or something, and some guy asked him a question like, when you got injured, like, hey, did you feel you would get back to this level? And then he was just like, "What is that a question?" What kind of question? He's like, He's like, yes, of course.
Like, if I didn't, then I wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
he's
here
like, of
right
course
now. I wouldn't
did.
have come back.
Yeah. He just sauced on the reporter. Like, he's just like, are you serious, dude?
Like, reporters, dude. There was some stupid Ocho Cinco, dude. Because there was the fight last week. Actually, we could talk about that too after.
Sure.
But he was like, some reporter was asking some dumb questions, and Ocho Cinco was like, he's like, this was gonna be my only fight, but because of you, I think I'd like to change that. I want to fight you. Like, I'm gonna fight you like reporter.
And he got knocked out too, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I know it wasn't like a official. You know, it was like 4 rounds. Did it get stopped after he got knocked out, or
Sure.
it kept
I just
going?
I know he knocked.
He did. Yeah. He got hit pretty hard.
And who was he fighting?
I don't know. I don't even know if it was like an actual fighter or just some other celebrity or something, but
oh well.
It was entertaining, I guess. What I was gonna say on this subject of KD, this is kind of like off topic, but not because it's KD. Like, there's these rumors of that porn star Lana Rhoades who like allegedly, like, this whole thing is so funny because basically she's pregnant now.
What?
Yeah, she's pregnant, and everyone's trying to figure out who the dad is. And she like talked about this. So people are trying to say it's like KD or whatever. But anyways,
what about Mike?
Well, apparently it's been confirmed that it's not him.
Okay.
But the like, there was this story of her going on a date with some basketball player from New York that brought a second date, like a fuck buddy, as like a backup to their date.
Okay, wait, sorry. So the guy brought this.
The guy brought like a backup girl
to the
date
dinner with
just
them?
in case like she didn't want to smash.
There's like 3 people.
Yeah, exactly. So he brings like a backup date.
Yeah.
And like, everyone was trying to figure out who this person was because she talked about like the weekend it was on, and then that he was like a Virgo, and then everyone was like, okay, so it was like this date, and then on this date
this is Lana Rhoades. This is Kevin Durant supposedly did this.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Because then they're figuring out like, okay, on this date, like the Nets were in this city, it was in Miami, and so the Nets were there, and then the only Virgo on the team is Kevin Durant apparently. So everyone's just like, it's saying Lana claims Kevin Durant, but she never, everyone's just saying allegedly, like it's him, but they're sort of guessing.
Right.
But like, I could see him doing that. He's kind of like, whatever, dude. Like, I just want to like get it in. Like, I'm gonna bring someone to this date, and like,
dude, Katie is wild like that.
Right.
His tweets are always just
savage.
And that's easy like money Niper, dude. 69. Let's go.
He's like, people are like, oh, it doesn't seem like KD, like nah, and then you like look at his Twitter record, and he just like, he's like, I would drink your bathwater to what's Scarlett Johansson and all that stuff.
He's funny like that.
And so
okay,
it would be
on a
so
recent
funny.
episode of 3 Girls 1 Kitchen podcast, Rhoades revealed that after the game they all went for dinner, and the unnamed player invited what she called a backup option. Rhoades didn't mind, however. She tried to make conversation but kept hitting a brick wall. The date was really boring. I don't want to be mean, but me and this guy just didn't click, she said. He's not spicy enough for me. Again, Rhoades didn't divulge the name of the bland player, but she sure did acknowledge that he is a Libra.
Oh, Libra. Okay. So
Durant is born on September 9th. The only Libra on the Nets roster. Me looking at KD Trey and Lana Rhoades trending and realizing she's pregnant. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Funny.
So yeah.
Nah, there's no way. That's like what? Really?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, but it's just funny that like everyone's trying to piece it together and like figure out, is he Libra, Virgo? I heard Virgo. It's like everyone's just like making shit up.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It's just like a story.
Just a bunch of BS,
dude. Yeah, it's literally, the narrative is just like absurd at this point.
That's really funny though. Lana went on a date with a Brooklyn Nets player. Ay.
Yeah.
Do you think Mike Majlak is happy he got out when he did, or what? All this drama?
I think he probably is. I mean, he made his choices, like whatever. He wanted to be, with her. He just didn't want to have kids with her right away, and she wanted kids. So
Like right away?
yeah, she wanted to like settle down, get married, have kids like right away, and he was just like, I'm not ready for that. Even though he's like 36 years old, like, and she's like 25 or something, and I'm like, bro, like, what do you like? Just
settle down.
do it, dude.
He's got too much of an ego.
So,
Okay,
anyway,
we gotta shut it down. We gotta take a break.
Like
quick little break.
Kind
Get it
of
up.
psycho. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll end on
we'll
that
be
one.
Right back.
Be right back.
And we're back. Yo, dude, nice sweater, dude.
Yo, dude, check it out.
It's a little sample here.
Got a little
HoopDaddy.
sample.
Looking fresh.
Trying to make some merch.
Trying
Trying to make some merch.
There you go.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's pretty dope. My girlfriend made it for me for my birthday. I'm pretty hype on it. And yeah, we'll see.
Throw it on a t-shirt. Throw it on a sweater.
T-shirt. Yeah, what's
on
up?
a hat. On some.
I do like the embroidery, but I want to do like a real like streetwear, like boom, HoopDaddy with a big thing on the back. Just let everyone know.
Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that embroidered.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just the special.
This is like a little nice looking one.
Specialty, my
yeah.
guy.
So.
No, that's dope, dude. I'm excited. Hopefully, we get some things going for the summer, and so.
But I don't know, the best way to do if it's like us doing it all ourselves, like getting some like screen printing things, and then me and you just get together and like just make a bunch of shirts in a day.
Make it ourselves?
Yeah, or getting an embroidery machine doing it, or if it's hiring out someone, or finding a manufacturer in Vancouver, or doing or there's like also like print services like online.
Yeah.
But then it's just like you want the quality to be decent.
For sure.
But then you want like if we hire someone else to do it, they got to make their cut. We have to make our cut, and then it's like
more people,
more money for the person buying it, which is like what you don't want.
Right.
So
keep the cost low.
Yeah, we got something to figure out. We got lots of stuff to do.
Yeah.
Got some content to make. Got some merch to make. Got to do it all.
Big things.
Got to ball out on some kids. Yeah.
Speaking of balling out on some kids, the big three. Which I'm like thinking I need to like get into it. The Big Three League. You know it?
No, what's that?
From you don't know it?
No, I don't know. Tell me about it.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
He's created this league in the last 4 or 5 years called the Big Three, and it's like 3-on-3 basketball with like different rules, like different whatever, and it's basically all these like some young guys and then a lot of OGs or like retired NBA players who can't run a full court game, but it's a half court 3-on-3.
Yeah.
And so basically like they've set up all the teams now, and then there's like a draft as well for like the backup players in these teams. Okay. So and like one of the people, so like a bunch of players have signed up, and then also Bone Collector is in it too.
Nice.
So like I just am excited to see Bone Collector snatch some like ex-NBA players' ankles and be like, and there was some clips of him at the like combine or whatever, and he's just like chopping up these like big NBA players, and like, yeah, I'm just pretty stoked for that.
What's it called?
The Big Three. And yeah, dude, it's just like changing the game. We're changing the game. Trademark.
Okay, so this is founded by Ice Cube.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And so it's exciting, dude, and a lot of great players
are doing it,
and like older guys too, and whatever. But then guys who can still play, but just not in the league, like. Right. And so there's like a 4-point shot area.
Okay.
Which is like pretty exciting, and yeah, it's just half court basketball 3-on-3 and with a bunch of vets.
So is it like tiered, or is it just like there's just one league? Like we can't play in this league.
No. It's just
there's no like scrub. Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
Ghost Ballers, Killer Threes, Ball Hogs. I like that.
Like the enemies. The enemies is Gilbert Arenas is the coach, Swaggy P's the captain, and then like they got 2 other guys and whatever.
And so are they getting paid for this? It's like a real league?
Probably like they're getting paid something. I'm sure it's not like much. It's maybe just to be like, hey, show up, like here it is. But I think it's
Dallas tryout.
I think it's more for fun for them.
Yeah. Should we try to try out, dude?
Yeah, right. Fireball.
Cool.
That's the
awesome.
name of the
to
the
watch some
game
of
they're
this.
playing. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
You should get the King Handles to put together a team. And
Bro, he would chop it up.
he would be sick. July 10th. Oh, it's on CBS, dude. This is like pretty legit.
Exactly. No, they've grown it to be very, very, very well known and legitimate.
Dope.
Yeah,
Very cool.
It's exciting. So when I saw Bone Collector on the draft list, I was like,
nice, dude.
Who's he gonna play? Who's he gonna play with? Where is he gonna end up? What's gonna happen?
That's so sick, dude.
Yeah. So
dude,
yeah,
we should. Yeah, that'd be. Oh, dude. We should get like, because we can't play in it, but we could like make a team in it. Like, you know, we like buy into the league as like a team. Like we're getting in like on the ground floor, right? Eventually, and then it'll be a huge league, and then we'll be like, yeah, man, Hoop Daddies.
It's $1 billion team now. We got it for $100K.
Yeah, exactly. One day.
Yeah.
Did you watch the clip that we had of me doing like a no look behind the back to you? Did you see that?
I haven't looked at the clips yet, no.
Okay. Because
it could be not in there because I remembered I didn't film for the first
really? Damn.
few minutes of those.
I was really
few
shook
games.
because I was doing that pass and then you were
that one, yeah, that was bad. Actually, that is probably in
clipped. Yeah, because I was like, you were like, everyone's like, oh, that was like not even close to me. And then in my mind, I was like, you just missed it with your hands.
No, it was not. It was like 4 or 5 feet away from me.
In my mind, I was like, dude, why didn't you like score that? That was a highlight right there.
I could see you. You're like, I'm gonna do this sick pass.
I was just like
just completely.
And it just like completely gone.
If you like maybe looked back quickly and like it was just a bit of a softer touch, maybe you could have found me, but
like it wasn't even in your like area. Is what you're saying?
It wasn't not possible to even touch.
I was like, in my mind, it like hit you in the hands and like went through them or something.
No, but you've been trying to throw some behind the back passes.
Yeah. I've been really trying to work on some skills. The next thing I gotta do is doing like where you're at the top of the key and you like laser it to someone who has a layup, and then you spin. You do like a little twirl.
The Mac, dude. Mac can do that.
Lots of hoopers do that. Just like it does. I feel like it doesn't do anything, but it just looks flashy.
Yeah. Well, it could confuse your defender or something. I don't know. But you have to make sure you're gonna. It's that perfect like timing of that cut and that and everything. Yeah. And you have to have the right person cutting and everything too, right?
Oh, if they're open side.
Exactly. Yeah. Well.
You never know. If not,
then the mistape comes.
Oh man!
Chuck it into the rim.
Yeah. Very funny. Very funny.
I've been really trying to focus on not missing when I'm like close around the rim. And like, because it's just not fun. And those are the buckets that you need to like win those games too. Like it's just those easy close buckets. So
yeah, there's nothing worse than like missing that and then they like get the ball and they kick it out and hit a three.
Yeah, so or they do like an easy inside pass or someone's open.
Yeah. So it goes from like your bucket and your possession of the ball to 2 points and then so it's like
fully
3-point swing.
Dude, it's just not.
Feels bad.
Doesn't feel good because then you're like not on your defender.
It's like a breakdown. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Feels real bad.
So just making sure those go in is
clutch.
Is key. Is essential.
Yeah, and then you were like, I was like, you gave me a pass, and I was like right in there, like a layup. And then as I was shooting, you went, "Don't fucking miss this." I was like, "Oh yeah." Actually, keep saying that. That really helps me make the shots.
Don't miss this.
I was like, "Oh, thank you."
And you didn't.
I didn't. But I was like in my mind, I was like, "Oh, that's such a clown thing to say, dude." Because I was like, "Hey, by the way, don't fuck this up." Yeah. And then you go out and do it. It's like, "Oh, thank you." That's what I needed to hear.
Sometimes that's true. You know, when you're like. Money, cash. Oh, he got this.
Right. Then you fucking.
You're like,
then you're joking. Yeah.
Now it's like
you're joking around too much.
I
guess it depends on the type of personality.
I will say it is fun when like you're playing and there's other people on the sidelines and you like make a good play or something and people are like, "Oh my god, that was dope," or like whatever, and you sort of hear that. It's like gets your ego going a little, gets your confidence up.
Yeah.
Or when you're like, you get the ball and everyone's like, shooter. Haven't you seen there's some TikToks where it's like, when the other team or the coach starts like calling out shooter or like, then you're like,
makes you feel good.
You called me a shooter? Okay.
Yeah. But you got to be careful though, because I know some of the guys, they'll try
and chirp you to shoot even though
they'll always say, he's like, I can't remember, I think it was Osman. He was like, yeah, if you say shooter, the guy will shoot.
Right.
Like mentally, it's like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's
it's
like
like
he's like,
you're-
oh, D up on him like shooter, but it could be a trash player, and he's like, oh yeah, okay, got you, and then like
Yeah,
bricks it, right?
right.
So he's like, sometimes guys are doing that thing to like boost your ego to make you feel like you're a shooter,
and then
you
not
just
making
and
it.
then you're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
trash. Like they want that shot.
Yeah, exactly. But I
Um,
think you know.
Yeah, well, some guys don't. Some guys are
It's
oblivious.
true, it's
Some
true,
guys are living
it's
the
true.
lie.
Living
They're not living their truth. Some guys aren't.
No, well, it's just tough. Like, what do you say to someone when they've just got terrible form? They're shooting like this practically, and you're just like, it is what it is. I mean, that's just
pick up. I'm not trying to coach out.
no,
OGs.
and I would never either.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But sometimes you just think like maybe you could help them or something. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, but then if you think about it, like so, like say we're here and they're like we look at their form and they're there.
oh god, and other people are.
And then
looking
there's
at
other
us who
people
are
like what
look
does
at
this
these
guy do
scrubs,
exactly? So it's like it's all relative.
My handles, my everything.
It's all
just
relative,
like,
you know. Like we're like maybe we think we're here relative to that, but then if someone else
we're at
comes
the
along-
bottom of the barrel. At least I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I'll speak for myself. You know.
No, yeah, exactly. So
At least I'm in the barrel.
yeah, and like that's all. We're just trying to have fun. And like I know
For
some
sure,
guys get
for
like
sure.
frustrated. They keep like chucking up bricks or whatever. But
No, dude, it's just
like
it's just
whatever.
whatever, dude. I'm just happy to get some runs in whenever I can and
yeah,
and make whatever shots I get. And if I make shots, great. If not, whatever. It's like it's just fun to be out there. And there's no stakes. There's no nothing. It's
there will be soon though. When we go with
you gotta have that footage.
yeah,
I'll be like, I'll just film today, guys.
you gotta like some hard runs. To not get cooked.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
Just gotta play to our strengths and stay in our bag and
exactly.
have some fun with it, but like just stay fundamental and
Yeah. Know who you're playing with.
yeah, that too. Yeah, know who your defender is and
know like what probably the best look is on the
Right.
team.
pass. Yeah,
If you're and if you're like clearly not the best player, like don't take some weird ISO shit
Yeah.
shot. And
right.
all
Just
your
like
players are
help
like, what are you doing? Yeah.
help the other guys get open and whatever.
yeah. Do your little thing. Hit your open shots.
No, I'm interested to go play some other places and see
Yeah.
what
the vibe.
the level, the vibe,
For sure.
all that, because we're getting pretty used to all the regulars at the park.
Yeah.
So yeah, catch me outside.
Cash me outside. All right, man. Let's just wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think that's good, dude. Another
Um,
episode in the books.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we'll do this live sometime. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
yeah, I
get
think-
some clips in.
I think we can
level up.
for the next one. We'll bring some new heat, some new segments.
Sounds good.
See what we can do. Get some live stuff going and just have some more fun with it.
Hell yeah.
All right, thanks for
Cheers.
tuning in. Peace out.
Subscribe. Peace.